This video is sponsored by Squarespace. You can make your own beautiful website or online store with this all-in-one platform. Hi everyone, so this video is going to be a sketchbook tour. I've been working on this sketchbook for a while. I don't even know how long it's been, but I'm really excited to show you what I've done in here. I think there's a lot of cool stuff and I think I made a lot of progress in here, so let's waste no time and jump right into the tour. So page number 1, I think I did a video of this. It's just a bunch of like little drawings. I like this little dog the best, I think. I also like this dog. It looks like my dog. I think it's a pretty nice looking sketch. I like all the textures and lines. This kind of set the theme for this sketchbook because I use these markers so much. They're the Ohuhu double pointed water-based markers. And they're some of my favorite markers. They actually sent me a bunch and I got some as a gift for Christmas a long time ago, and that's how I knew I liked them. This is not sponsored, but that's how I have so many. I think this was JelArts, which is like Inktober, if you know what that is. This page is kind of empty, honestly. I think I was drawing a bunch of plushies from Pinterest, and I really like the way these frogs turned out. I think they did really well on my Instagram, and I always have a soft spot for these, and this one turned into a sticker on my shop. Yeah, this page is honestly kind of empty looking. I think I did a lot more fuller spreads in this, which is nice. I really like these little doodles. I kind of forgot that they were in here and how small they were because I turned these into prints. But I think this duck is really funny. I do a lot of drawings from Pinterest and like reference photos, but I also do a lot of drawings just from my head. Like there's definitely a mix of the two. Like I think this was just from my head for JelArts. So were these, but I think these were from references because I was trying to like draw better dogs and wolves and stuff. Or maybe they're foxes, I honestly can't really tell. More JelArts stuff. This kind of transferred a lot, which is kind of sad. I thought that I sprayed it, but no, I definitely didn't. That came right off onto my finger. I wasn't really feeling this page too much. Like this seemed kind of forced to me. It looks a little stiff. Doesn't really like have like a natural feeling to it. I like these little guys. I used my markers for these. A duck with some plants growing off. This actually turned into a print, which was cool. And I like these little swatches of like me testing the color of the marker before I actually make things with it. I think it's cool to just like see the palette beside the art. And I like how on this mushroom I didn't do like a harsh line around the edge. I let it be unoutlined. I think I tend to over outline things because when you go in to outline something, you don't have to put a line around every single contour on the entire drawing. You can pick and choose, and that kind of lets it be less flat. And there's an airplane outside right now, and it's pretty loud. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this page either. I think the daily drawing challenges are not really for me anymore, like Inktober and all that stuff. I don't really think it's for me because, like, I don't know. I end up more frustrated than happy, I think. But I do really like the way this turned out. I think it's really cute. Like, I should turn this into something. I always think like, oh, what can I turn this into? Can I turn this into a sticker or a print? I do like these little plants that I did down here, but these just feel flat and not that interesting to me, honestly, in this page. You can kind of tell I like wasn't really feeling it because there's lots of like random small unfinished sketches. I like this little guy. I did spray this page, so it shouldn't really come off too badly, but it does a little bit. And these sleepy ducks were really fun to draw. I should have added more color to this page and like drew other things, but I think I got better at like filling the whole space of the page later on. But I really like the way I rendered this. I think it's pretty cute. And it was really fun to use pencil and just like go in and do all the details. Some deers, I really liked the way these turned out. I think they're pretty fluid sketches. I should have done more on the page, but it's honestly fine. Like, I'm not gonna beat myself up about that. I really like this ferret page. I can't remember if this was even a video. Did I film this? I don't remember, but it was so much fun drawing cute little ferrets. I used a lot of reference photos so I could like get their poses. And I turned this into a sketchbook print. I don't even know if that's on my store yet, but it was for Patreon a while back. But yeah, I like this spread. I wish I had more on it, but that's kind of the going theme, I guess. This was also for JelArts and mutation. So there's like a cat frog and a bird frog, which is really weird, and this cute little turtle. I gotta do more turtle stuff. I got a request from someone to do more turtle things, and I think I should. I really like this really fluffy chicken. It's so fun to flip back through this and remember all the things that I drew and all the stuff that I forgot that I drew, and like getting ideas from like your past self. I think that's the whole point of sketchbooks. It's like keeping track of all your ideas. These are really cute. Like, I gotta turn these into something, man. Note to self. I like this page. I think it's interesting when I only use one media or one medium on the entire page. I think this was just a mechanical pencil on the entire page. No color, nothing. It's really fun to do that. It's pretty relaxing. I think I pressure myself to bring in a bunch of colors and like other media, but you don't always have to do that. You can just use one thing and like it doesn't have to be crammed. Like art can have space around it. It's okay to leave some blank areas in your sketchbook. I don't think like it's a bad thing necessarily. It's just what you want to get out of it. I really like this page and it turned into a pretty nice sketchbook print. It's actually one of my favorite sketchbook prints that I've done. I like this little guy. It's really fun to draw animals in like cloaks and hats and like human clothing. It's pretty fun. It's my favorite thing to do and I'm going to keep doing it till the day I die. Cause it's just like, it's so fun to draw animals in clothes and like these little greyhound dogs in their winter coats. There's nothing cuter than that. This was a video of how to fill your sketchbook or like ways to fill your sketchbook where I have a bunch of prompts, pull a random one out, do the whole page for it. This was people inspired by different animals / plants. So this is Pilea or Pilea. I don't know how you say that. This is a red squirrel girl and I just drew a frog. They're not supposed to be like super uptight challenges. It's just something to get the ball rolling. Haven't done this in a while. I don't know if I'm gonna do more. I have like a whole playlist of these videos, but I find the structured videos are harder for me to make because I think I make like better stuff when it's like more spontaneous so that it's something that I like am enjoying and then the final product is better. Cause like sometimes these do feel a little forced, but of course I'm glad I did it and it's like, it's nice to do a challenge and have like a video of me filling a sketchbook page. Now for a quick break to thank this video's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is an online platform where you can build whatever website you want. It can be a portfolio, a blog, or even a store. And they have so many templates to choose from, which makes things really easy because I can be pretty indecisive with how I want things to look. So I just chose a good starting off point and changed the font and the colors and rearranged things. Their portfolios and galleries feature makes it really easy to have a portfolio on your website. You just upload all your images, drag and drop them, and the automatic image scaling takes care of displaying them all nicely beside each other. If this sounds interesting to you, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JelArts and you can get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring me yet again, and onto the sketchbook tour. I like this spread. I think it's interesting. Sometimes I'll try to draw some faces because I used to draw exclusively faces in girls just because it was fun. I just like drawing flowy hair and like feminine things. Was very enjoyable to me and it still is. But sometimes I like to draw them every once in a while because I get so caught up in the animals and the nature I forget about people, and I think it's cool to see them like interacting in illustrations. So maybe I should bring that back more, but I try to draw things that I'm really feeling at the time because I produce my best work when I'm actually like really into it. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of Borzoi dogs. They're really long-nosed dogs because I had like a reel blow up on Instagram. It got like, I think it has like 6 million views or something of these stupid little dogs, me drawing them. They're not stupid, they're really cute. I really like Borzois. So I did a bunch of them on this page and then people kept saying to draw more and to draw them with longer snout, so I drew like a ridiculous one and I just kept drawing them and it kind of took over my sketchbook for a few days. It was a pretty fun time. It also really helped my Instagram get over 100,000 followers. It was like a milestone I wanted to reach for a while and I've been able to surpass that, so thank you Borzois. I really like this page. I think it's really funny. It's just like there's so much emotion, you know? And this one is actually a print you can get on my store right now. It's just like a little sketchbook print. I like doing sketchbook prints. I think they're fun because there's something so raw about sketches that I think appeals to a lot of people. Like who doesn't love sketchbooks? Like you're all watching a sketchbook tour right now. So I like doing sketchbook prints, and like every month on my Patreon I do a new sketchbook print that's like a 5x7 and I think it's just really fun. Okay, and this is like the longest nose of them all, and it's kind of surrounded by random little doodles. And I think that's the end of it. I mean, I might draw more later for fun, but yeah, I made a whole bunch of videos about Borzois. You could find them on my Instagram if you want. Oh yeah, I was redesigning my Patreon tiers. Because I have 2 new tiers. I have a sticker tier and a print tier. Ignore these prices, these are not accurate at all. But the print tier, you just get the prints, or the sticker tier, you just get the stickers, and the bundle tier, you get everything. So it gives a little more flexibility for people who still want physical rewards but don't want to spend as much, or they don't want the prints, or they don't want the sticker. And I think it's like a really good thing to have that there, and people seem happy about it, so that's good. This was a sketchbook page for Patreon and some little hares. I love drawing hares. I just think they're really fun to draw. There's just something about them. Oh, and then a bunch more. My hair phase and bunnies and stuff. Sometimes I post bunnies and people are like, those are actually hares, and I'm like, I know, I'm just calling them bunnies for fun. I know that they're hares. I really like this guy. I think he's pretty cute, and I used the mild liner. I used to think they were called midi liners. I don't know why. It's that blue highlighter by Zebra. The Zebra mild liners. It is mild, not mid, because there's like an L in it. It's the name is debated. This was a sketchbook print as well. It was pretty fun to do. I put too much effort into it, honestly, but it's fine. I think this was a video as well. And just a bunch of hares. I kind of approach my Patreon like it's a good way to get me drawing every single month and producing a piece of art every single month. So whatever I choose the art to be, I tend to start to do that kind of stuff in my sketchbook. And then I use my preliminary stuff and my sketches to be the sketchbook print, and then it goes with the art print of the month, and then usually I get a sticker out of it too. And it's just a nice way to like have sort of like themes come and go in my art. I really like this guy. This was a day where I was like, I want to sketch. I'm going to sit down and draw a bunch of cool stuff. And I drew this and I was like, that's very muddy and overworked and not what I wanted. And I drew this guy and I like him, but the rest just wasn't really coming easily to me, so I just stopped for the day. Then I drew tons of frogs with this gel pen I found laying around. I swear my favorite art supplies are ones that I didn't even buy myself. I just find them because like they ended up in my stash somehow, but definitely from my parents or something, or like maybe my mom gave this to me a while ago. There's so many random markers I have, and some of them I had no idea where they came from, but they're like so fun to use. A long squiggly dog. I want to make this into something. There's so many things in here I want to turn into stickers and stuff. I'm gonna have shop updates coming soon with lots of new products soon. I'm not sure if I should split it into 2 updates, but we'll see. This was my otter page. I started to draw otters because I wanted to make an otter print, and I realized, man, these guys are really hard to draw. Like, I don't know how to draw them and make them not look like ferrets and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I want to draw something with a girl with like a frog on her head. I think that'd be funny to do. Yeah, but I like this guy. Also, let me know which like spread is your favorite out of this whole book. I'd be really interested to hear that. Let me know, please. Some frogs. This might have been around the time where I went to a frog kingdom. Not frog kingdom, I wish. What was it? It was just like a frog exhibit at this botanical garden near me. These are me trying to figure out frog stickers and just trying to draw the cutest frog I possibly can. Studies from people posing and sitting from Pinterest and trying to get better at drawing sneakers. Yeah, I really like this page. I don't remember if I filmed this or not, but I think it's really cool, the colors that I chose, and this like weird little sloth guy and this weird little guy with the giant feet and this like weird thing. I think this frog is pretty adorable, and this one too, that's why I outlined them. More cute frogs holding stars, trying to draw otters, but they look kind of strange, like I wasn't quite getting it yet. Oh yeah, here's the otter page. I decided to draw otters for, was it March? Yeah, it was March. And it was pretty fun. Yeah, so the rest of this is like all March basically, which is pretty cool. I had fun with this. I also got into the, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of this, the Caran d'Ache pastels. I got the Neo Color 2, which are the water soluble kind, and I want to get more so badly, but my wallet would not appreciate that. Oh, I did a random clip on this one of me like showcasing this marker and how much I really liked the ink inside of it. and it randomly blew up on Instagram. Well, it didn't like blow up, but it got like a few 100,000 views, which I was like, whoa, okay. That video only took me a few seconds to make. So public service announcement, if you are trying to grow your art account, post reels and just post them about like random thoughts you have while you're drawing. Like, oh, I really like this marker. Make a reel about it. Like, oh, this sketch turned out great. Make a reel about that too. That's kind of how I approach my social media. And I like drawing people every once in a while, just making sure I can still draw them. I feel like I need to prove it to myself every once in a while. Yeah. Because I just don't enjoy drawing them as much as animals. This page was not the greatest. It doesn't look too good, honestly. I don't like it. But I like this page. I was drawing from poses from people and some more like Borzoi dogs. Yeah, I really like drawing dogs, and I think I'm getting better and better at drawing animal anatomy, which is really exciting because I just want to keep improving in that sense and just keep getting better at drawing animals, because if it's my favorite thing to draw, I want to be really good at it. I hope I didn't skip any pages because the pages are so thick sometimes I can't tell if it's one or two. Oh yeah, so here are the pastel that I've been using, and you can activate them all with water. A bunch of frog sketches here, some aquarium plants, because I was really hyperfixated on aquariums at this time because I was setting up another aquarium, because I really like to keep shrimp, like the little freshwater shrimp. This is a cursed human-cat hybrid thing. Just some more portrait practice just to prove to myself that I can still do it. And I really like the technique I did with this sketch here. I used my gray, like some random gray marker that I had, and then I did pencil crayon on top, and it kind of makes the pencil crayon stand out really nicely, which is a cool thing. And I tried to replicate it a few times, but the marker didn't dry fast enough, and then like you can't really get pencil crayon to go down on like the damp surface. A bug girl, and I was trying to draw some plants and using this like muted brown marker that I had and just trying to like doodle in the whole page. Just like doodle with the supply and get acquainted with it, because I was really enjoying using that marker. I quite like this page, but I think I overdid it with the colors, honestly. I did way too much background filling in, but you know, it's fun sometimes. I'm not a huge fan of this sketch at all. But the rest are okay, I guess. I like this one a lot because I think I laid the pencil down nicely. I got some Faber-Castell polychromos, and I really like them, and I want to get a bunch more because they're not as soft as the Prismacolor Premier ones that I have, and those ones have always bothered me how quickly they dull down, and you can't really get as like fine a texture because they're so smooth. But these ones are harder lead, and it's easier to get fine details, and I'm really excited to... I just moved some tape. I'm really excited to keep using them. This page, I glued some things down because I was unhappy with some of the sketches I did. I like this face here. It's always fun to draw a female face. There's just something so fun about it. Drawing some skunks, some animals, random portrait study from Pinterest, just trying to like keep up to date with my people drawing throughout this sketchbook, and lots of capybaras. You'll see a capybara theme coming up again because April's print is capybara themed. There's a cute little capybara sticker, capybara sketchbook print, and a capybara print, and the print did pretty well on Instagram. People seem to really like it. Yeah, here's me planning out some capybara stuff. I really want to meet one in real life. It will happen one day. This is basically what the sticker looks like, and oh, it was so fun doing this page. I like the colors I used. Most of this turned into the sketchbook print, which is going to be pretty fun. I can actually just show you them right now. This is the print, and this is the sketchbook print, and you can see it's the same as that. And these are the same, like you can see where it comes from, and you get this whole print, and then you get this little capybara family in the rain. So cute. And the little sticker will be coming too. What is this page? I think I was just drawing a bunch of random animal heads that was showing up on Pinterest. Another like spread that I just used one marker and just drew whatever came up on my Pinterest feed just to like draw for the sake of drawing. A shrimp, another shrimp, pine cone. Lots of like random little weird animals on that page. Nothing too special, honestly. And the last page in my sketchbook, I filmed this last week. I actually think this is a pretty good way to sum up my sketchbook and to close it out. Lots of critters, lots of markers, bold outlines. I think it's like a good closing point, and I'm really excited to start my next sketchbook. That will be the next video. It will be me starting my new sketchbook. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so keep your eyes out for that. I really hope you enjoyed this sketchbook tour. I had a lot of fun in this one, and I'm really excited to start the next one and see what kind of art I make, and I think there's a lot of cool things in here. And as always, let me know which spread or which page is your favorite. It's really interesting to hear what everyone prefers. Let me know if you're currently working on a sketchbook and how it's going, and if you're close to finishing it or not. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video where I start my new sketchbook.